The Ink and Paint Club podcast is intended for mature audiences only, so don't tell your parents! Listener discretion is advised.
Hi, this is Kristen Fairley, the voice of Total Drama's Bridget, and you're listening to the Ink and Paint Club podcast.
Hey campers, welcome to the Ink and Paint Club podcast.
Welcome everybody. Are you ready for camping? Are you ready for some Canadian camping
Some
fun?
drama, all the drama.
And maybe an island or two?
Maybe. There might be an island, we're not sure.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, so we're getting back to our summer camp month theme, and finally reviewing a show I've been wanting to review for quite a while because I really like this show and may or may not have influenced my art style at one point in time. But yeah, we're going to be talking about the first season of the Total Drama series, Total Drama Island. I sadly only got to rewatch like the first 5 episodes of this, so hopefully my memory serves me well.
I was going to give you a warning. I have not watched this show in a long, long time. I could have refreshed my memory on it, but nah.
You've been a busy boy the last week or so.
I've been a busy bee. I've been every which way. But you know what? I'll take some time out of my hectic schedule to talk about this masterpiece of television.
I don't know, masterpiece is what a word I'd use.
What?
But
everyone loves it. Everyone loves this show.
I love this show. It's dumb and campy in all the best ways. So like Dustin is saying, Total Drama is a show from Canada. Back in the era where Cartoon Network was really starting to import stuff from Canada. This is about the time that they got like Johnny Test and all that stuff, right?
I think so. I think this was like the first one, like their first Canadian import they really backed.
Yeah.
Because like Johnny Test premiered in, I think 2005, and it was on Kids WB first, and I don't think it was on Cartoon Network until Kids WB
That's right.
died.
I got brought over to... That's right.
Yeah. For more on that, listen to the Kids WB review episode.
Yeah.
Where we go into a huge detail about how great Johnny Test is.
Right, yeah. We have some opinions on that show. But anyway, I also have some opinions on this show. So Total Drama came out in 2007, which I think was like my junior year of high school, so... I was kind of in a phase of, like, not watching Cartoon Network Nickelodeon because they didn't really have the best shows on at the time, or ones I was interested in, but this one really caught my eye for some reason, because it's an animated reality show. It's basically Survivor with teenagers.
That's a great way to put it.
Set in Canada. I mean, yeah, Total Drama in its base conception is just, it's a big parody of all these reality shows. So there's different, like, a lot of the challenges that they do week to week is, you know, there's stuff from Survivor, stuff from Fear Factor, and all those, like, early to mid 2000s reality shows that were all the rage.
Yeah, what's funny is this show wasn't even the first animated reality show, quote unquote. That honor would go to Drawn Together, but that was more, like Big Brother. This one was more like competitive reality show.
Right, yeah. We should review Drawn Together sometime.
I'd be totally down for that. I love Drawn Together.
Yeah. So basically, Total Drama just starts off. You get your the whole first episode, which I rewatched, is... Geez, the entire first half hour is just introducing all 22 campers.
Yeah.
And it is just like, they hop off a boat, Chris McClain, the host, who's a giant D-bag, just saying, hey, and then the contestant says something, and then they go on and they just keep moving to the next one.
You know what's funny? I forgot that this show aired in the U.S. a year after it premiered in Canada. So it had long since been over and done with by the time it got to the U.S.
Yeah, and I think I don't remember if not, but I think I got spoiled on how it ended before it aired in America, because that was back when the internet was starting to become good.
Yeah. It didn't get good until they started posting Total Drama Island spoilers.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
when the internet really hit its stride.
Right. So you've got basically your wide variety of teenage trope characters. So you've got your goth character, you've got your big party guy, you've got the vain popular girl, you've got the quote-unquote stereotypical black characters, nerds, and all that good stuff. So there's some kind of cliche that you can latch on to.
They're all pretty one-dimensional, but I think that works when you have, 22 characters you gotta focus on.
Yeah, I mean, some characters get more development than others as it goes on, which I'll talk about here in a second. But yeah, most of the characters kind of, their entire personality, their entire story right up front, because like you said, Dustin, it's you got 22 characters to go through every week. You can't really dive into them too deep.
You got to keep it simple.
Yeah, because you got to keep the show going.
That's the only problem with shows like this, where you have such a huge cast. You can't let everyone have their time to shine. I mean, I feel like each character kind of has their scenes here and there, but then certain ones are just written off right away.
Yeah, Ezekiel and Eva kind of are the first two off, and obviously Ezekiel was in there, I think, just to be thrown off.
Pretty much.
Because we need someone to be the first one off, and we'll just make it the odd sexist homeschool kid.
We'll make everyone hate this character, so then we can just throw him off and no one will care.
And it's such a weird throw you for a loop moment that just out of nowhere he starts spouting off these really misogynistic things. It's just out of nowhere, and then it's oh, I guess we hate this guy. I mean, he was weird, but that whole thing with him is just out of nowhere.
And then they kicked him off, and thereby proving that he'll never change. Rather than reasoning with him, they just decided to kick him off, and now he's just going to double down on his views.
Well, I think in the next season he comes back as a weird golem creature.
Oh yeah,
and it's just that's his entire joke for the rest of the series.
Excuse me, JD. I think you'll find that it was actually season 3 where that happened, not season 2. Come on, stay up to date. Up to date with your Total Drama, please.
Bro, a lot of this starts to run together. I've watched this season. I watched the second season. I watched about half of the third season where it became a musical, and I'm no.
Yeah, you don't like musicals, do you? We talked about this before.
I'm not a fan of musicals. I've got nothing against them personally, but as a thing, but it's just not for me.
I get you.
Which is weird that I'm married to a woman that is obsessed with Disney musicals. But,
I mean, it's not like the songs in the third season were masterpieces.
No, that was the other part of the problem. They were kind of horrible songs, but maybe we'll get to that one day.
Yeah, when we get to our here's an Ink and Paint Club exclusive news bomb. We're gonna review every season of Total Drama. Maybe I'm making that call.
Well, I mean, Dustin, the next season of Total Drama is going to be coming out next year. We gotta catch up so we can review Total Drama Daycare.
We have to catch up? Excuse me, I've seen every season of Total Drama. Who do you think you're talking to here?
Okay, alright. So yeah. So I guess getting into it, Dustin, do you have a favorite character or characters from this first season?
Oh man, I should have thought about it. Let's see. I'll pick a male character and a female character.
All right.
First off, I just gotta think about it. Totally don't have to look at the Wikipedia and remember who was on this show.
I mean, there's 22 characters.
That's
plus 2 more if you want to count Chris and Chef.
There are a shitload of characters in that show.
and possibly the bear. The reoccurring bear.
Everyone's favorite. You know what? It just wouldn't be Total Drama without him.
No, I think he pops up a couple times in the next series.
Yeah. So for male characters, I think it's a tie between DJ and Harold. DJ is the big guy's friend to all animals, but I feel like he didn't really do that much in the first season. I actually feel like he did start getting better in the third season. They started like playing with his character a little more. So I don't know if I just like him more in retrospect after that, but he's one of my favorites. And Harold is totally original character, not at all a parody of Napoleon Dynamite. That's going to age super well.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it was topical for the time it came out. But...
Yeah, and I feel like even though it's like an obvious parody, it works fine as like just kind of a stereotypical nerd character.
Yeah.
For female characters, Beth has been one of my favorites. She's just a cute dork. I guess I gravitate towards the nerdy loser characters.
I mean, that's fine. That's your thing. I mean, no.
They're identifiable. They're relatable.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I don't know why I said that. I don't relate to losers. I relate to the cool characters.
All the cool kids.
I can tell you, so Beth is probably my favorite female. It was Katie and Sadie for a while. They're great, but this is the only season they're used, so you don't really get a lot of mileage out of them.
Yeah.
I can tell you who my least favorite character is.
Oh, do tell.
Oh man, how could we forget Duncan? I'm so glad that he comes back every single season and is just a huge asshole every season.
He's the rebellious punk character. I mean, that's his deal, and he's there to shake it up and be snarky.
I get his role. I understand why he's there, but it's like, I don't know, he's just kind of a jerk.
And
he comes back every season. Yeah,
and there's that whole really entertaining love triangle with him, Courtney, and Glenn. It's like, is he gonna get with the uptight I forget
CIT.
what Courtney is. Oh yeah, she's the counselor in training, or is he gonna get with the goth? I don't know. Gwen never struck me as like super goth.
Not really.
They have like legit goth characters in later seasons I've seen.
Yeah, they're great. They make Gwen look like a poser goth.
I know, right?
I've never been.
Show her
what?
They show her friends in one episode. Like they show. Or something I remember they showed like people back home, or maybe they were like bonus videos for online, but they like showed her friends, and they're way more goth than she is.
Gwen's another one I've never really cared for, but I think that's also because they use her so much, and yeah, she's not as goth as she claims to be. What's she trying to pull here?
Yeah, I never really could get on the Gwen train,
even though she's the most popular character.
Yeah, she's always pretty front and center for most of the seasons that she's in. I mean, she, depending on which version you got, she actually wins the entire competition.
Yeah. I don't want her to win. I'm glad we got the one where Owen wins. Oh, sorry, spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched Total Drama.
Wait, so did America get one and Canada got one? Is that how it worked?
Hello?
Yes?
JD, I can't hear you. Okay, there we go. Unpaused.
Hooray.
Sorry about that. That'll be fun to edit. I don't know what happened there.
That's fine. Discord's weird.
Yeah. So where were we?
We were talking about how we don't like Gwen.
Oh yeah, Gwen sucks. I mean, that's all I can say. She, even over the course of the next few seasons, she never really grabbed me. She was just, she was always that, oh, I'm so much cooler than these other losers.
Oh yeah.
Total Drama actually did have a lot of characters I liked, though. Like, those ones are probably my favorites, but, there's so many other cool ones. There's, Jeff was always a favorite. Izzy's cool. Lindsay.
Lindsay.
It's funny, I hated Tyler at first. I don't know why, but he's pretty funny. I'm glad they brought him back later.
I don't like... I'm kind of indifferent towards Tyler, mostly because his entire thing is that he's a jock, but he's bad at being a jock.
That's
he's
true.
Very klutzy.
I mean, it adds to some nice slapstick, but I guess that's true. They don't really do that much with him. Oh, one that I hated at first, but liked more as the series went on is Noah. Noah, I couldn't stand in the first season, but since they brought him back, I started liking him more and more. Especially since they kind of made him and Owen the buddy duo. They work nicely off of each other.
Yeah, Noah's the know-it-all prep school kind of kid, and yeah, he's kind of kind of an annoyance for the first season.
Yeah, he's voted off third, I think.
He's the third. Yeah, he's third off because I don't remember exactly why.
See, that's why I think they should bring back Katie and Sadie, because all these other characters that were eliminated early got a chance to at least come back and develop a little more. But they've never been brought back.
Yeah.
Them and Eva have never been used again. I mean, they've been used in the what do they call them? It's like once every few episodes they would have like some Total Drama talk show or something where they talk to...
Oh, that was in I think that was in the second season.
Yeah, it was in the second season
second or third
onward.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah. They would do like every other episode they would do like a recap what's going on.
And Katie and Sadie were there for that, which was cool, but let them do more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see, what else about Total Drama? Honestly, there isn't a whole lot to say about Total Drama Island. It's a pretty straightforward show.
I mean, I think it did a lot for Cartoon Network coming out when it did.
For better or for worse?
Well, I think it did better in the sense that this show, I put this in heavy quotes, but I think it was a lot more lewd than what Cartoon Network is used to showing. Because this show would, I think they would say like sucks and crap, which were kind of like no words for a while.
Well, kind of. The original did. The Cartoon Network version like dubbed over like anything that might be considered...
Really?
Yeah, like it was still rated TV PG. It still had like a warning at the beginning of the show, but they like censored everything. They changed sucks. They changed crap. There was like nothing to even warrant the PG rating.
Did they censor the part where Heather gets her top torn off?
Kind of. In that, they changed what Harold says.
Oh.
In the Canadian version, he's like, boobies. But in the Cartoon Network version, they dubbed it over with, booyah.
Oh my god.
And it was really awkward and lame.
I take back what I say. Cartoon Network, you're the worst.
Yeah, they didn't they didn't do great with Total Drama Island.
Maybe I'm just remembering all this from rewatching like the Canadian version, because go Canada, you're more okay with doing weird shit.
Yeah,
It's like there's like openly showing people barfing, and there's a weird kind of creepy Chris thinking Lindsay is attractive even though she's a teenager, which is I always felt kind of weird.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's Chris McLean.
He looks like he's 40. I don't know if you can remember any, but do you have a favorite episode or challenge that they had to do?
I really liked the ones where they conquered their fears. That one was fun.
Oh, the Fear Factor episode where they'll...
Yeah, at the beginning of the episode, they're like spying on them, discussing what they're most scared of, and then they're like, hey, there's a challenge. I thought that was a fun one.
Yeah, I do remember liking that one. I think my favorite one was the one where they did the paintball deer hunting thing.
Oh, that was a fun one. Yeah, this
which
show
is
was a
funny.
kind of fun show.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's the thing I'll say. Like, I know it got a lot of hate when it was airing, but I thought it was fun. To this day, I consider it like a guilty pleasure show, even the seasons that aren't so good. Every season, I come back to it.
Even though I haven't watched, a lot of the later seasons, I am unabashed when I say that I like this show. Especially this first season, because if you followed me on DeviantArt in these times, you'll probably know that I did a lot of fan art of this show.
Yes.
Very awkward fan art that I think I have tried to bury as much as I can.
I think I drew a lot of fan art for it at the time too, and I don't think it's any good.
we get better.
Exactly.
But I really, for whatever reason, I just really latched onto the art style of the show because it's very geometric in the character designs. It's a lot of sharp angles. And this was like right after I was really getting into like Danny Phantom, and that entire show's art style had a lot of sharp angles and stuff. So it was that was the next step on the bits and pieces I was taking for my own art style. So, if you see my art now, I do deal in a lot of like geometric shapes and sharp angles and stuff.
You were more into that geometric sort of stylized look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whereas if you've seen Dustin's art, it's very organic and very fluid.
Not a whole lot of sharps.
No, you have a lot of curves, which I really like.
Thank you for noticing my curves.
But yeah, I got my art style is very angular and boxy, and sometimes it's a good thing. A lot of times it's not.
I see a lot of people hating on Total Drama's art style, but I think it's fine. I think it looks good.
I really like it.
It's expressive, cartoony. I think it looks good for what it is. I'll say.
Yeah, for a Flash cartoon in the mid 2000s, I think it's good, and for having to design 22 unique characters, I think at least the first season's cast is really well designed.
Agreed. Agreed.
I mean, there's not like anyone who really has a similar like head shape or body type. So everyone's like really varied. So like it's like that whole thing where your character silhouette. I mean, you could put a silhouette and anyone to know which one it is, which is really nice.
Yeah. Shoot, I had a point I wanted to say about Total Drama, but I think one of the creators said like its art style was directly inspired by Clone High.
So that's something I've always tried to figure out is because both Clone High and Total Drama are Canadian shows. It's like, did some character designer from Clone High work on Total Drama, because their art styles are very similar, not the same, but very similar.
Yeah, I'm not
mostly
sure.
Mostly because they're that weird sharp geometric art style, but I've always wondered about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's like any actual crossover between people who worked on the shows. I just know like I'm pretty sure one of the creators said like in an interview like directly said, yeah, Clone High inspired this, which is very cool. Since it's not like Clone High is a super well-known show. So it was cool to see it get some attention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely... we like Clone High. We talked about it last year.
We sure did.
To that. Or was it this year? No, it was last year.
Oh yeah, it was long. It was in the time long ago.
In the way long ago.
Oh, another episode I really liked was the one where they went to Play a Day Losers, where they talked to all the characters who had been voted off already. Because by that point, I think all that was left were characters I didn't really care for. So it was nice to revisit some characters where I was like, yeah, I'm glad to see them again.
Yeah, I'm looking at the list of the order of everyone was voted off, and yeah, looking at it now, like, the last 5 or 6 characters are all the ones I really don't care for. All the interesting characters got booted off pretty early.
Yeah, I mean, Owen's fine.
At least for me.
A lot of people kind of hate on Owen, but I think he's a fine character. I mean, he's kind of the haha funny fart joke character, but he's a nice guy.
I mean, yeah, he's a good character. I
think that's
I don't
the
like
thing.
how he's overused later
That's
on,
true.
But
That's the thing. Like, people just say how awful he is because he's used for the toilet humor, but it's like, look at him. He's nice. He's ready to party. He's ready to have fun. How can you hate a guy like that? Meanwhile, Gwen over
crazy
here,
chick.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Gwen over here is being a gloom and doom lady no one cares about, or at least shouldn't.
So there's something I rewatching the first episode I wanted to bring up that kind of bugs me in retrospect, is that, you know, because they're parroting like things like the other kind of reality shows like Real World and Big Brother and that in some aspects. So obviously they're trying to like focus on like the character relationships and stuff. The first episode tells you who everyone is going to hook up with later on.
Yeah.
Like right off the bat. There's no like trying to maybe have the characters try to form a relationship through the challenges or anything. It's like, nope, they're just because they're teenagers and they're shallow, they're gonna go off their first instinct right off the bat, and you just know who all the pairings are gonna be.
That's true. One thing I'll say about that I like, though, is after that first season, none of those relationships are still there. Well, like, Duncan and Courtney is, but, not for too much longer.
There is one, and it bugs the hell out of me, because it ruins my favorite character from this entire show.
Oh, right. Bridget and Jeff. I forgot they even existed.
Yeah.
Since that became their entire character.
See, that's what bugged me, and it's not because Bridget's a high-tier waifu for me. I'm not even going to try to deny that.
Oh, yeah, Sure.
You watch any of our waifu episodes from the last couple of years, you can see that I have no shame. But yeah, that's one thing that always kind of bugged me, is that Bridget was a really cool character. She was like, that kind of laid back, kind of cool girl that gets along with everybody. And that was, I think her character was fine. But yeah, after she hooks up with Jeff, her entire character becomes, I'm in a relationship with this guy.
Yeah, I agree. I liked Bridget at first, but not so much after that.
Yeah, I mean, their entire joke after, because there's that whole episode where, like you said, they go to the losers area where everyone's hanging out. They're just making out the entire time, and then there's the one where the reunion where they all come back, and Chris has a new challenge for them all to do, and that's pretty much what they're doing the entirety of that special.
I like that special, though. I mean,
that was fun. That was fun, because it's like, okay, the show's over, but we're going to bring it back for like a 1 hour special. We're just going to bring back everybody and say, hey, here's another prize that's way better than the one. Because wasn't it they were going to give Owen the money, but they were saying, but wait, if you decide to do this other challenge, we'll give you even a bigger prize if you win.
We'll give you even more money.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've actually watched it, but...
But yeah, I did like that special that they did.
Yeah. I mean, you could have said Chris said, oh, we could give you the $1 million, but how about instead we all go into space and become space cadets? And I would have said, oh yeah, that sounds about right.
Right.
I mean, that...
But yeah.
Oh, why haven't they done Total Drama in Space yet?
Give them time. Well, you gotta let them get past Total Drama Babies first.
That's true. They can only...
Guest starring 16 characters, I guess.
They'll start jumping the shark over and over and over again.
So I want to know if, because of this new series that's coming out, are like 16 and Total Drama and, I guess, by extension, Stoked, like, in the same universe?
I don't know. That's a good question.
There's an entire, like, Teletoon shared universe.
Does that mean Johnny Test is part of it?
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, man. And they say Avengers Infinity War is the biggest crossover.
Brings back that old chestnut. Yeah.
Someone make the funny meme picture of the dog from Johnny Test saying, "Johnny, I don't feel so good," and then he pixels away.
Oh my god.
There's one for you.
There you go. But yeah, I mean, I really like this show. I kind of want to rewatch it, even though I'm watching like a million different shows right now.
I wouldn't mind rewatching it. Like I said, I thought it was fun.
Let's do a stream night.
That sounds great. That sounds dandy.
Yeah, let's do it. If you haven't watched Total Drama in some capacity in the last 10 years, I'm not going to say you're missing anything, because this show is very dumb. You know, it's not trying to be anything that it's not. It knows what it is and it runs with it pretty much into the ground after a couple seasons. But
I mean, it does match what reality TV is, just guilty pleasure trash.
Yeah. And I think I like this show because it falls in line with my affinity for animated teen shows.
Like Brace Face. Oh, who could forget?
Dustin, I swear, I'm actually starting to legitimately enjoy watching Brace Face, and I hate you for that.
I don't know if I can ever say I legitimately enjoy it, but I can say I legitimately, ironically enjoy it.
Sure, let's go with that.
It's like the Donkey Kong Country cartoon, where it's not good, but I like it.
I can't get on board with that. That's over the line.
You don't know what you're missing. That's my favorite. So bad it's good. And the thing about Total Drama, I wouldn't even say it's so bad it's good, because it's not like it's offensively bad. At least not to me. It's just you just know that it's not like high art.
No, it's there to be silly. It's there to have silly characters doing weird things and.
Yeah, it's harmless. It's a harmless little show,
and you get to root for your favorite character to make it like a real reality show.
Yeah, there's a character for everyone.
Yeah, and then because I remember like when the characters I liked getting booted off, I was like kind of sad when I watched it in high school. Like, I really liked Cody for some reason. I think I related to him in high school.
I didn't care for Cody in the first season. He's another one of those characters they did nothing with, and then later when they brought him back, they used him more. Because I think in season 3 he makes it to the end.
I think so. It just kind of annoyed me with this character later on is that he has like a stalker that becomes part of the cast, and his entire character becomes. Trying to fend her off.
That's true.
Which was funny the first couple times, but then after a while just kind of drags on.
And I think that works against her too, Sierra. She's I like Sierra as a character, but that really is all they really use for her. Because at first she was just supposed to be a Total Drama fangirl. But after that, she was just the Cody fangirl.
Pretty much.
But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, so if you haven't watched Total Drama, I say if you need something to put on while you're bored, there's worse things you could watch.
Yeah, I mean, it grabs me. Like I said, even when it's not good, I still come back every season.
Yeah, I need to watch it, because I heard that after the musical season, it actually gets back to being decent.
Kinda. Honestly, that era is not great. Season 4 is alright. Season 5, I think, was split up into 2. The first half was Total Drama All-Stars, and that sucked. Or maybe it didn't suck. I didn't watch it, to be perfectly honest. I didn't watch it since none of the characters I actually liked were brought back. Well, there were a couple, but I think they were voted off right away. No. And then the second part of the season was brand new characters. Which was alright, I guess. It's always interesting just when they bring in new characters. And then the sixth season was where they really changed it up. They changed it to an Amazing Race parody rather than Survivor. And I thought that one was the best in the series. It was really great how they mixed it up. They were all teams of 2 characters, So you got really good character interaction that wasn't really seen since the first season. That's one thing I wanted to bring up was season 1 was really the only one where they focused more on the character relationships. All the seasons after that were more about the challenges and maybe a character talking here and there.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And I think it's because it's the first season, you're all new to these characters, you're still kind of learning. Even as one note as they are, you're still getting to know who they are and what they're about. So yeah, you get to see different characters interacting with each other. But I feel like by the second or third season, like you've kind of gotten to know all these characters to the extent that you're ever going to know them. So it's like, yeah, you're right. It kind of becomes more about the challenges.
Yeah, the show's like, all right, you get it. Anyway, that's...
Yeah, you get who these guys are. We're just going to put them in weird situations now.
You know what character I totally forgot about?
Who's that?
Shit, I don't even remember his name. Hold on, I need to look it up. Trent, that's it.
Fucking Trent, man.
Trent sure is a boring character that no one I know cares about.
He's just like the indie rock guy, but he's also like a super nice guy, and like his character's kind of boring.
Yeah, he's just there to be like Gwen's love interest.
He's supposed to be the artist musician, and he's so deep.
Yeah, and they don't even get into that. I don't even remember anything about him.
He plays guitar a couple times, I think.
Yeah, that's about it.
He's the douchebag at a party with the guitar.
That's true.
He's that guy.
And, like, it's weird. I don't even see why Gwen would be into someone like that. I mean...
Because he's tortured in his soul, and he writes music to get it out.
That is true. I forgot about that.
I have no idea.
I forgot about what a tortured soul he is.
Oh, yeah, you know it.
That's my bad.
But, yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, I think the last season, the Redonkulous Race, that was probably my favorite one since this first season. I thought it was really good. Lots of fun characters. Again, lots of characters that were there just to be voted off first, that don't really get the time they need to develop. But,
sure.
You know, it's still fun seeing them. And it's probably the only one since the first season that really has that character interaction.
Gotcha.
But season 1 is also great. I mean, great enough. I liked it anyway.
I dig this show. It's fun.
One thing I like about Total Drama... Oh, sorry. What do you wish first?
No. Oh, I was just saying I wish I had the DVD, but...
Are you sure about that? Because it's the Cartoon Network version that's censored to hell.
Never mind.
I don't know if they released a DVD of the original Canadian version, but I think that's the version that's on Netflix.
I hope so. Come on, Canada, get your shit together.
Come on, Canada, get with it. Jeez. I mean, you give us all that Celine Dion, but you can't give us Total Drama Island on DVD?
Uncensored.
Seriously. Where are the priorities? But, one thing I was saying was, since Total Drama has so many characters, I really like that the voice actors in this show are kind of a guess who, because they've all been on, like, other shows in the past. They've been on, like, a lot of them were on 16.
I'll be honest, Christian Potenza is the only one that I know, because he was also on 16, and he has a very distinct voice.
The person who voiced Beth, Sarah Gadon, I think her name. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Gadon. She voiced Ruby Gloom.
Oh.
Yeah, so, like, almost every character, like, some I don't really know, but a lot of the characters I'm like, oh, I know them from this, I know them from this. Like, a lot of the characters were in 16.
Yeah, I'm looking at... I could do more research. I'm looking at the voice cast. Scott McCord sounds familiar, but I'm not sure why.
Scott McCord... he was also on Ruby Gloom. He was Skullboy. But he's also one of the guys that's in, like, a lot of Canadian cartoons.
Yeah.
So is Stephanie Ann Mills, who played Lindsay and Katie. If I remember right, she's on a lot. She was also on 16. That's really the only one I can remember, but I'm sure she was on a lot of other ones.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't know why, but the girl who voiced Bridget is also the voice of Little Bear. For all you Nick Jr. fans out there.
Oh yeah, who could forget?
I don't know why I don't remember why I remember that.
Oh, I know an interesting one.
Oh,
Katie Crown, who voiced Izzy, is actually she's actually much more well known now. Back then, she was just voicing this little Canadian show. Nowadays, she does voices on Bob's Burgers, Clarence.
Oh. Nice.
She
Moving up in the
voiced
world.
she voiced one of the main characters in that movie Storks. She voiced the girl in that, Tulip. So she had a starring role in an animated movie.
Interesting.
And
well, good for her.
And I don't know if this is true. I'll need to look it up. But I think I heard she's actually on the writing staff for Bob's Burgers now. So even better.
All right then.
It's
pretty cool.
It's just weird. Since she lives in the U.S. now, I wonder if they would ever bring her back for Total Drama. I think the only time Izzy showed up since was just in a cameo in Total Drama All-Stars, where they just like reused old recordings.
Mm-hmm.
But
she's too expensive for them now.
she's moved past Total Drama.
Oh my goodness!
And I mean, who can blame her?
Oh no! But I love this show. It hits me in the childhood.
Love is a strong word, but I enjoy it.
I'll use the strong word.
I wouldn't put a ring on it, but I'd maybe see it on the side.
I take it out for coffee every now and then.
I'd go out with it, catch up, see how it's been doing.
Have a one night thing, and we'll get back together in a couple of years, right?
Exactly. It's funny. Every single season had 2 winners. I think, like a winner and then an alternate winner. So
and I think that's I think that's an interesting concept where it's they make alternate endings for the seasons.
Yeah.
At least they can air it. They can air both versions. It's like, oh, I don't know who's gonna win this time, or whatnot. Or when they air it in different countries, give them 2 different versions.
Because I think the way it worked in the U.S. was it was like a call and vote thing. So whoever got the most votes got the win. But I think in other countries they just picked one and just aired it. I could be wrong. I don't know how other countries.
I definitely remember Cartoon Network having a call-in or it was a call-in or a write-in, or maybe you went online or something. But you had to vote for one or the other, and I was very jaded at the time. It was like, oh, they already know who's going to win. There's no it doesn't matter what we vote for, but apparently it did. So
yeah, thanks for that, everyone who voted for Duncan to win season 2 over Beth. Thanks a lot. My favorite character lost to my least favorite character. That was super cool.
Oh,
thanks for dropping the ball on that one, everyone else.
Oh my god. So
I actually don't know the winners of the other seasons. I think well, it's not important. I don't want to spoil it for everyone out there. I don't want to just tell them who wins Total Drama.
Spoilers for this 10-year-old show.
Yeah, really. I don't want everyone coming after me.
You haven't watched it by now. What are you doing with your life? I mean, really.
Seriously.
It's all on Netflix, I think.
Oh, yeah. They're all on Netflix, at least last time I checked. I don't know if it's been taken down or what, but yeah, they have the uncensored versions, the widescreen.
So you can see all the barfs and the semi-swear words and all the pixelated boobs.
Yeah. It'll be a blasty blast.
Okay. So yeah, guys, that's our rundown of Total Drama Island. It's a good show, and it's good for a laugh here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it gets a lot of hate from people online in certain circles, but like I said, it's a harmless show.
The internet hates everything, Dustin.
That's true.
Yeah. So if you are also a fan and or have watched Total Drama Island at some point in your life,
write in. Send us a postcard to
to P.O. Box something or other. No, in the comments, I don't know. Tell us who your favorite character is, or who you would wish would have won the big prize at the end. There you go.
Yeah.
No one ever actually answers these writing prompts I ask for.
They will sooner or later.
Because I don't know how many people actually listen to the end, but
hey,
maybe prove me wrong, internet.
Yeah. Hey, I want these answers on my desk by tomorrow morning. Everybody.
Yeah, I want pictures of Spider-Man.
Yeah, and if I don't get this homework from you, you're gonna see me after class. Capiche?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Dustin, thank you so much for coming on and talking total dramas and islands with me.
You're welcome, but you owe me one for it. Remember, I did you a favor today, talking about this show I somewhat enjoy.
I'll let you talk about Daria next week.
Oh, cool. Wait, didn't we already talk about Daria?
We got more.
Oh, right. The movie.
Right.
I forgot about that.
Look out for that, everybody.
I'll be there too, I guess.
Yay. Even if I have to drag you.
Exactly.
We'll do the physical challenge.
I'll make it really hard for you.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
You have to earn it.
Oh, good. So thanks everybody for listening. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoy Total Drama. All the drama.
I agree.
There's so much drama on this show.
Total Drama Island. Oh wait, that's Gullah Gullah Island.
That's the wrong
Sorry,
song.
I forgot the theme song.
Oh god.
It's I Wanna Be Famous.
Yeah, it's a good theme song. Good
all right,
rockin' theme song.
End this podcast before I make a bigger fool of myself. Get out of here, everybody. I'm sick of everybody here.
Alright guys, we'll catch you next week.
Peace out.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Ink and Paint Club podcast. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can catch a new episode every week. Also be sure to follow us on our Facebook and Twitter so you can keep up with the show. Links are in the description. We'll see you next week.